Are you or someone you know experiencing sudden obsession with fictional characters from the hit show Love and Marriage Huntsville? You may be suffering from melody derangement syndrome, or MDS. MDS affects hundreds of fans worldwide, causing compulsive behaviors such as rage tweeting, binge watching YouTube videos, and prying into the personal lives of TV characters. Don't let MDS control your life. Talk to your doctor today about the symptoms of melody derangement syndrome and find out how you can regain control. Consult your physician before starting any treatment. Side effects may include improved social interactions, increased productivity, and a healthier relationship with reality. Viewer discretion is advised.
They rolling hard too. They slanging real good, real good.
Might have to drop them. Might have to drop a dime on them niggas.
For sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Gotta stop.
I don't like that shit.
For sure, bro.
I don't like that shit.
Yo, you watching me rise while you stuck in the basement, talking that smack, but you ain't got a placement. I'm taking over stages that would cause amazement. You just did a mere face and I'm your replacement.
Yo, it's acting up in here today, baby.
Oh my God, Becky, look at her butt. It is so big. She looks like one of those rap guys' girlfriends. Who understands those rap guys? They only talk to her because she looks like a total prostitute. Okay, I mean, her butt. It's just so big. I can't believe it's just so round. It's just out there. I mean, gross. Look, she's just so. Wow. I like.
All right, Opinion Nation, come on in, come on in. Hey. What's up? What's up? Hey. Kind of sounds like. Hey. less than highly favored, Evo, Latia, and Tanya. And Dimple. Living from me. Now go ahead and hit that like button. Lady Rose. Lady Rose. SOS, what's going on, girl? All right, as much fun as that is, and I really do like that song, y'all. Y'all like it? A while ago we were trying to figure out what it sound like, and I figured it out. It sounds like Forget Me Nots. Sending you forget me nots. I want you to remember. Y'all remember that? That's what it sounds like. What's going on, y'all? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? What's up? So I don't do this enough. I don't ask y'all to hit the like button enough. I don't ask the lurkers to subscribe enough. I just be in my bag talking my shit and logging off. So we're going to try to turn the page on that. I'm asking folks to like, share, subscribe. Y'all don't need to hit the Cash App, but it's up there. And I appreciate everybody who has. Thank you to everybody who has supported the channel. Men in Black too. Is that the same song? Yep, it's the same. It's the same beat. What's going on, Meek? Yes, y'all hit the like, share, subscribe, and listen. Y'all better definitely like up this live because the collecting the evidence of this Gaslights and Clapbacks Destiny edition was a lot. Meek, you spilling the beans. So shout out to the members. I did share the video version of Clapbacks and Gaslights and Clapbacks with my members before the live, so they got to see it without my commentary. Again, just trying to add some value to the members only. I'm only subscribed, or I'm only a member of, I think, Destiny's channel. So I don't really know what folks do for their members, but I'm constantly trying to find a way. It's okay, Meek. I'm just joking. I'm constantly trying to find a way to make it worth it for my members. And one major way that I can make it worth it is by giving y'all exclusives, right? Letting you see stuff before it airs, letting y'all weigh in, letting you give edits, talking through my ideas with me. And that's really what the members are for. It seems like they always available, at least a couple of them. And that's really dope too. Like if I have something in my head and I want to just kind of sanity check it, I know if I, give them a couple hours and post it, I'm gonna have a members only. They gonna get in there, whether it's a post. I do a lot of posts for members. And it be working. So I appreciate all the members. And while I'm saying that, let me see if I can make the chat subscribers only while y'all come in. So as I'm trying to figure out how to do that, although my mods are good, I'm not saying it's nothing wrong with the mods. BK Lakeisha's in the house. Hey, girl. I know that before our last live, when I was going off, y'all, I'm still recovering from when I went off on y'all on Saturday. But it was a good live because the chat was locked down, baby. When I tell you, I put on there that you had to be a sub for like a day or something crazy before you could comment. That really protected the chat and protected the conversation because I made that thing so tight. And I was like, it's interesting that only the people I know are commenting. And I have forgot, y'all, that I had made it subscribers only. And that I made the timeline like something just stupid and ridiculous. And I like that. So I don't know how to do that in StreamYard. Give me 1 second. Let me just really, really quickly just see before we get into it. Is there a way for me to lock down the comments after the fact? Well, if there isn't, that's cool. Mods, y'all on deck. And I would say this. I'm just gonna say this. Hold on 1 second. All right, I'm back. Before we get into this, let me just say this, y'all. It seems as if the millimeters are having a bad week. Okay. They're having a bad week. And I hate that I've had to kind of like you know, pile on, if you will, with that god dog documentary, which I thought, right, would have become less and less relevant after the tea that never was with Tasha K on Friday, right? What's up, Queen Strip, child. Queen Script, Tiardra. Because you know, Butterfly loves saying your name wrong, mama. Ebony Eyes on My, what's up? No, there will not be any foolery in the chat. Let's be okay. So anybody, it's only 53 people in here in this moment. So most of it is probably just pop stars. I do watch Elite Attorney. He does something with his subscribers. I'm gonna check it out. There will be no foolery in the chat. Just to give everybody a disclaimer. Everybody run their household differently. Everybody likes to run their channels differently. Some people, they like to create a space where folks can kind of go back and forth and, you know, and just like kind of stir the pot and then log off, because the purpose of that is just pure engagement. It don't matter how it happens. It's to run up the numbers. It's to run up the like, right? Now, over here, there you go running. What? Anyway, listen. Over here, it's different. We don't do that over here. I'm not, if you got an opinion, you can state it, but it needs to be back. It needs to be rooted in some sort of reality. This daydreaming, what you wish was true, and you committed to that. It's not gonna work over at the Opinion Nation, because my subs, the pop stars, are gonna call y'all out. And Symmetry be giving them the nice, educated academia read every time they come into the chat. Symmetry be like, and while it seems that you support Melody, it is very important that if you are on the Opinion Nation chat, that you come with facts, and we can always discuss those. Before I can say anything, Symmetry already done got them together. So shout out to Symmetry. Symmetry, email me. I need to make sure, because you be working overtime, girl. She be monitoring the chats too, not just the comments too, not just the chats. Queen Script, not wait, that's somebody that we ain't okay. I can't get into it. You think you can't help yourself? I appreciate it, because you got to teach people how to treat you. Okay, so it seemed like the millimeters are having a bad week. So I thought once the tea that never was dropped on Friday with Tasha K, that everybody would be, you know, like not thinking about the documentary no more. And so in some ways, they were talking about the lack of tea that Tasha K put out, right? And then the narrative was, oh, you all were praying for something bad to come out about Melody, and now y'all mad because it didn't happen. Ha ha ha. Okay, I'm gonna let them have that. I cussed everybody out until I was lightheaded on Saturday about it. I ain't going back and forth with these niggas about that today. We on a whole other topic. But then Funky Dineva, before Funky Dineva came out, apparently they done ran off the head who they say the head millimeter is. They didn't have an issue behind the live mail did on Saturday, and then they was crying about something, and then somebody was being dragged, and then that was the thing. Then Funky Dineva come out and reveal. Now, Funky Dineva gave us what we wanted on Friday, something new. Okay, Funky Dineva come out. He say last night, and shout out to Tyler, because I saw it on Tyler's channel first this morning. And thank you for the timestamp, girl, because I couldn't make it through the whole hour. I was trying to get to what the thing was. And so I appreciate you coming back and giving me the timestamp. But listen, Funky Dineva get up there and he's like, look, I'm just going to let y'all know this. I don't know if I'm supposed to tell it, but I'm going to tell it anyway. The reason why y'all not getting Messy Mondays with Carlos and Heavenly anymore, because Heavenly says she's sick of fooling with Melody's fans. calling down to her office and harassing her. And she said it ain't worth it because this is her medical license and she ain't about to play with her medical license with these folks. That's what Funky Dineva said. Okay. There's no one, to my knowledge, praying for her failure. Absolutely not. So that's what Funky Dineva said, right? Then he added on to it. Well, somebody was like, well, she already said that. I haven't heard her say that she's no longer doing Messy Mondays because of that. I've heard her speak to them calling down there and how she had to switch her whole practice up from being on TV in general, that she don't do what people got to pay or like they can't just come in there for consultation somewhere. They got to pay up front. She don't do insurance no more. Like you got to come with the money. So she switched up her practice because she said folks was coming in there wasting her time just trying to get pictures with her and not really trying to get no dental work done. So she's had to switch up the thing. I've heard her talk about that. I have not heard Heavenly say explicitly, I am no longer going to do Mental Mondays because if that happened, please let me know. But apparently Heaven, and y'all know Heavenly and Funky Dineva are real cool. They cool. And y'all, we ain't gotta worry about Funky Dineva lying. That's something he ain't gonna do. Excuse me. And all things considered, Funky Dineva, even though I don't watch his show as much as I used to, Funky Dineva is still my favorite blogger for the simple fact that he don't ever switch up. Now, I don't want to hear him talk about politics. I do not. He gets on my nerves when he tries to dabble in that. And I don't really want to listen to Funky Dineva talk about like children or like, so he has like some weird kind of takes on like raising kids and it's all based on like his own childhood. But so there's some lack of experience in certain areas there. So therefore we don't match in those areas. Right. But I do really respect him because he is going to say what he thinks every time. He don't get caught up in what he should say and trying to be politically correct. And I love people like that. I love people who are just like, look, you gonna get me all or nothing. And he's been able to really make a platform for himself and a name for himself by being unapologetically him. Right. So I don't have a requirement that I'm only going to listen to people that I agree with 100%. Because again, I ain't 100% for nobody but Jesus. Okay. Even the people that I like the most, I'm going to disagree with half the shit they got to say just cause. Okay. Just off some being difficult type of shit. Yeah. I don't want to hear him give advice. I don't, not really. Maybe a couple times it was good, but most of the time, but listen, but that's okay. We're in the same age group, but he is a gay Black man living in the South. I am a straight Black woman living in a urban area. Right? Like we just got different perspectives, and that's fine. That's fine, right? We're gonna see the world a little bit differently on some topics. My brother is gay. And the stories and stuff that he be telling me, I can't relate. I'll let other gays speak to like what be happening in the community as far as like the dating scene and all the stuff that be going on. Cause it's the stuff I be hearing from them be wild. And I be like, oh, okay, I don't know what none of that means. And I'm I wish I could maybe I'll try to get him on here one day just to talk about how I be calling him with what to him be like the most random questions about the community that just pop in my head. Like I be hearing about things. I'm like, what's up this? They're like, where have you heard that? Who told you? Like, what are you listening to? So yeah, Funky Dineva ain't gonna lie to y'all. That's what he ain't gonna do. And he said, Heavenly said she ain't doing Messy Mondays because of the meters. So I was like, dang. Then he went a step further and was like, yeah, and they called down there to get Black shut down. I was like, and did, right? And so it's like, yeah, y'all had a documentary first. Okay, let's rewind. The show been coming down hard on y'all. They've been saying that y'all getting folks locked up. Y'all done ran Stormy out of town, or whatever y'all was trying to do. All the things that was on the TV show. Then a whole documentary came up about y'all. And then in the midst of that, Melody was in the chat because I got the screenshots basically telling y'all, Millimeter, she was like, listen, I'm in all these rooms swinging and batting for y'all, and y'all got me out here looking stupid. Right? Like, y'all doing the same stuff. Y'all doing the stuff that they say y'all doing. Like, y'all making me look bad. Can you at least chill out and not fight each other? No, they couldn't. They had to keep the shit up. So yeah, y'all. Then, I had to listen to my boy Scotty give his testimony today about his experience. And it's just a lot. It's just a lot. But let's get into this. So, y'all, let's get into gaslights and clapbacks. We are 22 minutes in, and I'm really gonna try to keep this to an hour because this really took a lot of work, and I couldn't even so here's the thing about Destiny. I had to do a lot of listening to a lot of stuff and just listen, y'all. This was a lot of work. My overall take on the situation with Destiny and Mel is very different than what happened with Latia. It's very different. Latia and Melody is a very, very clear gaslight and clapback situation, which I saw even more of it doing my research for Destiny, of just how Tisha and Melody really are oil and water. Just people say that Tisha don't clap back. Oh, she absolutely does. I just watched this girl go off on Melody twice while I was researching Destiny. And it's a back and forth. It's a back and forth, right? That's not the case with Destiny, though. With Destiny, the problem is that there is no clear antecedent, meaning an episode, an action that happened first, right? Like there isn't. Now, sure, there's a chronological order of events, right? But when you think about, does the punishment justify the crime kind of thing, I just haven't been able to find it. Welcome, Honey Blue, and you are absolutely right. I got the receipts for that cleared, and be giving her a run for her money. She gets stuttering and getting mad and hopping up. Yeah, it's actually, it's a lot. But when it comes to Destiny, there's no clear antecedent. There's not a very clear, oh, this major egregious thing happened, and therefore it was the key event that like switched up the vibe, and therefore we can tell the story. That didn't happen. And so my theory, right, and this is more of a hypothesis, and we're gonna walk through it because I got a video. My hypothesis is that the fandom fueled the bullshit between Destiny and Melody. I think it was the fans. And I'm just going to say the meters. They having a bad week anyway. We may as well call a thing a thing. I think it was the meters. Okay. So I made a little video. Y'all know how I do. We're going to watch it and we're going to talk about it. Y'all ready? Okay. So the video is going to start with a little music to get y'all excited. Y'all go run to the bathroom, get your drinks, whatever you need to do. It's only going to be a few seconds. But then we're gonna go down memory lane. And what I really want to do is set the tone for not only Melody and Destiny's relationship between 2019 and 2021, but also all the different things that Destiny had going on at the time. Business-wise, success-wise, career-wise, right? Like, who was Destiny? What did Destiny have going on? What was their relationship like? Between 2019 and 2021. Now, I will say this. I could not find any receipts of their relationship, I'm not saying it don't exist, but I don't see any evidence of their relationship as far as social media documentation is concerned before 2019. So y'all put that in your back pocket. Okay? Hold that in your back pocket. Let's go.
What we gonna do right here is go back, way back into time.
So, really quickly, Symmetry said that it's because she wasn't in Huntsville. And yes, okay, so you reminded me of that. Here are questions that I still have. What was the extent of their relationship prior to her moving to Huntsville? Was it a Zoom phone call thing? Did they visit with each other? Did their relationship build once she moved there? It's a question. And I don't think that I included this in this video, but on the reunion for season 4, there was no 3s. You know how they mess up the damn season. So I think it was 4 or 5. I'm sorry, y'all. But I'll point it out when we get to it, the reunion, but I don't think I included this clip. But Tisha said something to the effect of, because Carlos asked, he said, Tisha, does what, Destiny going through remind you of your relationship with Melody? Are you saying that it's the same thing? And Letitia's like, I'm not saying that. I'll include this in part 2 if I didn't say it now. Tisha's like, I don't know nothing about their relationship, but I can tell you that when I started filming the show, once we started filming the show, me and Melody's relationship was already over. Our relationship was done. And then Tisha said this, Destiny and Melody were building their relationship while we were filming. So she was nicer to her. Those are Tisha's words. So it's not clear to me on if their relationship was tight before she moved to Huntsville. That's the question that I still have. Okay. Okay. So here y'all see, this is a post from Destiny. This is from 2019. Destiny is she had a Madani beauty event where Melody, let me take this thing down so y'all can see it, this banner down. This is Melody's post. Destiny reposted it. It says, thank you to Destiny for being a sponsor for Mimosas with Melody. So you know that there's a narrative that Destiny is broke, right? She was just always broke and needing a handout, and she wasn't shit. And it took for Mel to come and teach her how to do life. And that's the story. Okay. So what I'm about to show y'all is that's bullshit. So here is Melody thanking Destiny for being a sponsor for Mimosas with Melody. Okay. This is in 2019. I believe this was the first Mimosas with Melody that there was. And here is Madani Beauty is sponsoring Mimosas with Melody, October 19th, 2019. Women on the rise, come and join us. If you want more from your careers, entrepreneurship, and relationships, right? This is an amazing experience. This is, again, Destiny. She not only sponsored, but she's advertising and supporting Melody, Mimosas with Melody, right? Then here again, more mimosas was Melody. This was them at the event. This is 2019. And I just want to point out, I'm not no conspiracy theorist most of the time, but I want y'all to pay really close attention to Melody's face and body language and everything in this picture. I do not feel like this is the same person who we see now. I ain't gonna put 20 on 10. I don't know what has changed other than life experience. That can change you. She's a little bit older. That can change you. But this Melody here is not the same Melody that we're dealing with now. Okay. That I've debunked that satin baby doll only because that was something that just happened in one episode. And it didn't stick. Right. And that, like, we could use that rationale for a lot of the conflicts that like new people had. Like, for instance, I don't think we ever say that Tiffany was planted to go for Destiny, but she did. Right. So that thing with Kimmy didn't stick, and they actually worked past that really quickly because I did investigate that. Now, let's keep going. So Destiny here, I wanted to make this a point. So the other thing is, she broke and she wasn't shit and woo woo woo. So as of 2019, Destiny was still working in corporate America. So she wasn't just struggling trying to make a business. She had a corporate job. And when I saw this, I was like, oh, that's right. I did hear her on the show talk about working a 9-to-5. So I don't know exactly what her 9-to-5 was, but Destiny is educated. She worked a 9-to-5 corporate job, and she was building her brand on the side. So for all the people that say, oh, she scammed PPP and boo, boo, boo. If you had a business, a business with an LLC, the rules for getting that PPP money were real lax, which is why all y'all uncles and cousins and them out there was eating crab legs till their stomachs busted because they was out there scamming and making up businesses and getting them checks. Okay, that was actually had a real LLC and a real business. She actually was building salon suites and doing construction and buying products and doing all the things that she was doing to build not a work from home business, not a drop ship business, although she had that before that, but she was building a brick and mortar location. That's a completely different situation from selling things from home. Whenever you have a brick and mortar location, that is a completely different ballgame. So I can't stand when people compare Melody to a black cigar lounge or a Canvas Beauty or even a Madani beauty supply store. And let's also be really, really clear that I have a clip for this, so I'll wait for that. I'll wait. She was a realtor when she came on the scene, but she also worked. Thank you, Lady Grow. And she was working in the corporate world. So again, she was broke. Okay. So as of 2019, she still had a corporate job. We don't know whether or not she was one of the people who was laid off from their corporate job during the pandemic. We don't know that. If she was, she would be like millions of others who were. Okay. So again, I just want to go after this narrative because it is gaslighting, the narrative that she was just a brokey. Okay. She was just a brokey and didn't have no direction in life, because that's what all of the YouTube channels are going to tell y'all. And what we're learning here is that she had a corporate job, she was in real estate, and she was building a brand on the side, trying to open up a black beauty supply store, which y'all know is rare. Heavenly got one, and Heavenly talked about how rare it was to have a black-owned beauty supply store, because y'all know the Vietnamese and the Koreans got that shit on lock, which is odd as fuck when you really think about it. But it's the truth. Hit the likes, please. I appreciate y'all, because I know be engaged, getting a like. Okay. So we don't know if, and I'm sure Destiny will look at this and maybe she'll answer our questions. We don't know if she was laid off by before the pandemic, nobody in their right mind would be quitting no job during the pandemic or while you building a brand on the side. You don't just up and quit your damn job till you for sure that you got some shit that you can rely on. Okay. So this idea that she just wasn't shit, let's get into it. Here's Destiny at Madani's soft opening. And what does it say? Boss friends. You see that at the bottom? Her and Melody. Oh, I love your love and support. We're boss friends. 2019. That's them together. Melody looking real soft and sweet. That's how I liked her. Now, they weren't really friends. Here's July 10th, 2020. Now, this is when she posted it. I don't know that this event happened in 2020, but this is when she posted it when pregnant child. There's Destiny speaking at the baby shower for baby Hope. Okay. That was the gender reveal. Okay. So this is when Destiny was pregnant. She was speaking at the baby shower. So they said they weren't even ever real friends. Okay. I don't think if I don't like a bitch, she gonna be standing there with a microphone presenting and what I don't know what she was, if she was running one of the games, whatever Destiny was doing. Baby shower. There it is again. Now it could have been for filming. That's the outstanding question. Were they actually friends before? But now what do we have here? We have Martell and Destiny at the wedding, at Destiny and LeBeric's wedding. I know that Destiny posted the pictures to her wedding at least a year late. Yeah, she used to call her baby mama. We're going to get to that. She had a high-risk pregnancy. I don't think she could work much at that point. I don't know what type of job she had, specific strain it put on her, but these are outstanding questions. These are questions that we don't have answers to right now. Okay, so we just got to hold those to the side. But at least what we do know is that at least up to the end of 2019, Destiny still had a corporate job. Okay, that we know. So just this idea that all she had was Madani and then Madani failed and then she was broke and destitute, like that's people rounding up on some mean bully type of shit. So here they are at the wedding. This ain't for TV, y'all, because Destiny's wedding was not filmed. They weren't even on the show. There's Melody looking sweet, like a normal person. Normal person. All right. Now, here's something else that I want to point out. I spy with my little eye a very special guest presenter at the Madani Beauty and Business Luncheon on October 4th, 2020. Who do we see at the bottom as a special speaker? None other than the Melody Cherie Holt. So I'm just saying, I don't know about y'all, but have y'all seen Melody actually agree to speak at somebody else's event? Have y'all seen Melody want to sponsor somebody else's stuff? I ain't seen it. I seen it with Destiny, though. I seen it with Destiny. So there's Melody right down there at the bottom. Special guest at the Beauty and Business Luncheon. So let's be clear. Right, she telling everybody else to pay her. So let's be clear. Destiny supported Mimosas with Melody. I didn't even know that Destiny had a Beauty and Business Luncheon that Melody supported. They supported each other. Mel had the Mimosas with Melody. Destiny had the Beauty and Business Luncheon. And they supported each other. I have more receipts of that. I have not seen Melody support a motherfucker since Destiny. And maybe she feel like she learned a lesson or something. I don't know. But I ain't seen it. And that was part of what Love and Marriage Huntsville was in the earlier seasons, is that, I remember y'all, they had that whole back and forth about sponsorships because Tisha was having a Destiny run, and then it was the Melody thing, and then Destiny had something else, and it was like, I ain't get your check. So like they had a thing about philanthropy in the very early early episodes of the show. Okay. I wish it would have stayed there, but we had to talk about what we talking about. Okay. Now, here's Destiny Payton, a write-up in the Thrive magazine. Destiny Payton Williams is making stride with a Black-owned business in an industry that needs diversity. We just talked about that. She was being honored and recognized for opening a Black-owned beauty supply store. Y'all got to ask yourselves why you don't see a lot of them. Because, well, I ain't gonna get into it because that ain't my area. But y'all go Google why you don't see a lot of Black-owned beauty supply stores. Now, here's some more events that Destiny was doing. Power to the polls, voting drives. This was during COVID. It was a drive up, power to the polls, Halloween event. They showed this on the show. This is when Martell and the brother came up dressed like the Pharaoh with the same costume on. That was Destiny's event. But remember, they said Destiny don't give nothing. She don't give nothing on the show. To my recollection, she's done at least 3 or 4 events. That was actually filmed. Okay, she had the little campfire thing. She had an event, I think it was down at Stormy's house where y'all will see that in my clip. Stormy's sponsor something Destiny was doing. She had the power to the polls. She did a girls trip. So let's just keep your eyes open because, again, we debunking narratives. This is called Gaslights and Clapbacks because we're going to have to dig in the crates, okay? And here's the pictures of when they did the little cute little thing. Now, here's the Women's Business Council because y'all remember Destiny always been a failure. She failed at business, and that's why she hate Mel because she couldn't never do nothing. Now, I'm showing y'all a parallel of them doing similar things at the same time and supporting each other. Again, we're going through 2019 through 2021. This right here is from 2021, and this is the Women's Business Council in Huntsville giving props to Destiny Payton. So I just want y'all to understand that Destiny ain't just been some copycat on mute waiting to see what Mel gonna do. They were both doing things and both supporting each other from 2019 until 2021. These are facts. So again, when we try to find out, like, okay, well, what happened? So I'm just laying out that they were actually friends, and we were actually seeing them in a real true girlfriend relationship, the type of relationship we say that Melody is not capable of having. We saw her have it with Destiny. That's just the truth. That's just the God honest truth. It just is. And I really believe that this is a case of main character syndrome. I think it's a case of Melody allowing her fans to gas her up and think that she don't need nobody but them. So let's just keep going. Here they are. This is I love you. You're my protector. Y'all remember that scene? Go back and watch the scene where they were out in the field where yet again, Melody and Tisha got into it. But before Mel and Tisha got into it and Tisha ended up, or Melody ended up leaving, as she often did when her and Tisha would get into it, Destiny and Melody had a really heartwarming moment where Destiny was saying how Melody is her circle. She's her support system. She's her village. You're my protector. I love you. I love you too. You're my protector too, girl. I love you. You're my best friend. You're my best friend, right? That's them. That's them. This happened. This all happened. Okay. Y'all can watch it with the music later. Now, what? Oh, wait. Let me go back. Because what was this? This is again Destiny supporting Melody when she dropped the telltale signs. Proud of my girl, Melody Cherie, turned lemons into lemonade. But remember, she only took Martell's side. This is 2021, y'all. So this is divorce. All that stuff has already happened. And here's Destiny supporting Melody's telltale signs, saying, look at my girl turning lemons into, she ain't got to do this. Do we see Melody now making posts about other people supporting the stuff that they do? I don't know because I don't follow the lady. Y'all can put that in the chat. I don't know. Maybe she does. Hell, I could be wrong. Wouldn't be the first time. Now, here's a flash from the past of all the ladies looking like they got good common sense and know how to be adults and work together. And look at where they are. Look at where they are. They're at the Black event. Y'all remember the event when they launched Black? Y'all remember that? When they unveiled the picture of the little boys being the next generation, guess who was there? Melody Cherie Hall. And look at her, looking normal. Looking like, look, that looked like a nice little group of ladies. Look at them, how beautiful. Wouldn't you agree? Look how beautiful. Look how beautiful Melody looks. Her energy looks good too. Now we know she, got her ways, and she be on on that bullshit, sure. But this ain't the same woman that we dealing with today. And she was supporting Black. She don't go and support nobody shit no more. Well, she did go to the the Black Expo. She showed up late and was, but whatever, she came, so I give her that. But here, she at the Black Cigar Lounge. She sure was. Being normal. It happened. I see why people liked her in the beginning. And this is Destiny singing Melody's song. And what does it say? I couldn't end the week without supporting my baby mama, Melody S. Holt, manifesting you onto the Billboard charts. This is March 2021. 2021. So we've gone through 2019, 2020, 2021 so far. So we're in March of 2021. And this is still where we are with the mutual and reciprocal support between the two. So again, we have to ask what actually happened, because we know that it all went to crap in 2022. Right? 2022, and I made this mistake in the documentary, is about when those meters got activated too. So let's be real. There were no meters at this time. There were no meters. They didn't come on the scene until about 2022, 2023. Okay, so as of March 28, 2021, we all still good. Okay, so and here we are again. This is also in 2021. We know that house. Whose house is that? Whose house is this? We know that's Melody's house. And look who's there. Okay. So all I'm saying is they had an actual relationship where they supported each other. And we have evidence of that. Here's my favorite one. This is Mimosas with Melody from 2021. And who is on the doggone flyer? She actually shared her space with Destiny. I'm so grateful to be a part of this amazing panel from Mimosas with Melody. This event has always been so uplifting and empowering. This is July 2021. Her baby mama on the poster as a panelist at the Mimosas for Melody. They have supported each other back and forth. Melody will have her Mimosas thing, Destiny there. Destiny have her events, beauty, business and beauty, this and that. There go Melody. They were peas in a pod, supporting each other. And I'm going to show y'all some more evidence of this. I'm just saying they were actual friends. Y'all tell me what friend besides Shanita Foster, maybe, have y'all seen Melody share her spotlight? Look, Mimosas with Melody, and she got Destiny sitting up there. Y'all ain't gonna convince y'all. I'm just, that's not, Melody don't move like that no more. And people will say, because she can't trust people. When she stopped trusting people? Around 2022, when the meters formed. Probably. That's what I think. Now, let's get into it.
Well, you said you feel like you're confused in your friendship. What is confusing you about your friendship with Melody?
Because we haven't spoken.
Why not?
I don't know. I called her a few times.
And what has happened when you call her?
I may get a text back or not. That's accurate.
When the season ended, I did pull away to focus and concentrate on myself, but I didn't abandon Destiny. The first time that I heard of Destiny being upset or feeling like I wasn't a good friend was at the reunion, on a stage with other castmates in front of the world. And it's interesting to me because Destiny actually, went through a divorce and finalized it and didn't tell me that it was final. She kept that to herself. So it's interesting to me that she was expecting something from me that she didn't give. I heard.
Okay, so we need to unpack that because that's straight gaslighting. Her not telling Mel that the divorce was finalized don't have shit to do with Mel not answering this girl's phone calls and not calling her after filming Wrapped. But you see the foundation that's being laid. It's like, oh, we'll just play it again. I'll just play it again. Because y'all, this is supreme gaslighting. So you just heard her say that Destiny's version of events was accurate.
Well, you said you feel like you're confused in your friendship. What is confusing you about your friendship with Melody?
Because we haven't spoken.
Why not?
I don't know. I called her a few times.
And what has happened when you call her?
I may get a text back or not. That's accurate.
That's accurate. That's accurate. This is 2022. So we also know what formed in 2022, the cult, right? Okay. So now,
when the season ended, I did pull away to focus and concentrate on myself, but I didn't abandon Destiny. The first time that I heard of Destiny being upset or feeling like I wasn't a good friend was at the reunion, on a stage with other castmates in front of the world. And it's interesting to me.
That's her problem. She did this on a stage with other castmates in front of the world. Her gripe is going to always be people embarrassing her or making it seem like she's not a good person in front of others. If you critique her in any public way, you will get canceled. And it's not enough for her to just say, yeah, I usually pull away, boom, boom, boom. That's where that begins and where that ends. Then the gaslighting has to start up. I didn't abandon you. Destiny never says you abandoned her. It's funny that you're going to request something from me that you ain't give yourself. All she asked you to do was to continue to show up the way that you previously did. Her not telling you that the divorce was finalized. And let's be clear, Melody knew that she was getting a divorce. Melody knew all the things that were going on. What she did not know was that the divorce was final. That's what she didn't know. I have the video evidence of that. I ain't going back and forth with you niggas. I don't know if it's in this one, but it will be in part 2 if I didn't include it. So now this is where we got a pee pop and back bend. Well, y'all know it's just back bending over here. They pee popping down at the black, but over here they just gonna back bend. And here you go.
Because Destiny actually, went through a divorce and finalized it and didn't tell me that it was final. She kept that to herself. So it's interesting to me that she was expecting something from me that she didn't give. I heard that and knew that wasn't accurate.
Now it's inaccurate. So at the reunion, it was accurate. And now y'all know all the time went by after the reunion and before they got to filming, that's enough time for everybody to watch a reunion and for them to make their videos and talk their shit on Twitter and bump and blow her head up and da-da-da-da. Because I remember this time, YouTube and stuff was already in full effect because it was the whole thing about Melody showed the receipts and how Destiny lied about whether or not Mel had called her. But let's be really honest about what Destiny actually said. Let's go back. Let's just go back. What did
I may or not. That's accurate.
I may get a text back or maybe not. Mel, that's accurate. That's accurate. But now it's inaccurate.
On that stage because I could have, but the facts are.
Let's go back.
Finalized it and didn't tell me that it was final. She kept that to herself. So it's interesting to me that she was expecting something from me that she didn't give. I heard and knew inaccurate. Me being the person I am, I didn't want to call you a straight up liar on that stage because I could have. But the facts are, September 6th, you said, "What's up, Mel?" Mind you, you said you hadn't talked to me at all. September 7th, I said.
So you see that? The facts are you said you hadn't talked to me at all. Destiny tries to say I said talk. She goes, and wants to keep reading off her text messages. We just heard Destiny say, I may get a text back, I may not. Now here come Melody with her receipts debunking. This is pure, unadulterated gaslighting 101. And you can see Destiny sitting there knowing she's being gaslit. And being confused, like, you're not even talking about what I actually said. I said that I hadn't spoken to you voice to voice. You're now saying that I said that we didn't talk or communicate at all. That's not what I'm saying. But Melly, I could have called you a liar. And I'm going to show you that we did text message each other. It's like, girl, I said that. I already said that. Let's just watch.
Hey, morning, on my way to the Ville, what you got up? You didn't respond. September 8th, I wrote you again. Morning, rise and grind. What you up to this morning? You said just chillaxing.
I don't even say chillaxing. So
that's what you said. Go to it. You said I screenshotted
I don't ever
it.
say chillaxing.
You said, girl. Okay. Then I said, you up yet? So I guess you didn't send me this picture. I
did. Absolutely.
This is our thread. I'm not going to fake no thread. You sent me this picture of you out on
You
tour
would
and
fake a
said,
thread.
let's meet it. I said, yes, good for you. You deserve it. Then September 10th.
So can I also point out that she's talking about 1 week? She's saying between September 6th and September 10th, I text you. This lady literally pulled up receipts, alleged receipts, from just a one week in time to prove that I was talking to you. After she had already said that it's inaccurate, she did call me a few times, and I do text her, and you ain't showed no phone logs. You ain't showed no call logs. Destiny didn't say you didn't text. She literally sat there and said, I may get a text, maybe I won't. And you came to the table with all this energy showing what text messages. But that then made Destiny a liar in the eyes of the meters and the folks with MDS. And it was all based on some bullshit that she didn't even say.
I said, hey, making sure you're good. Don't be rude. So she has called me once we went out. I will be absolutely honest with you. First, Destiny, I'm sorry that you feel confused about where our friendship is. Because for me, there's nothing.
I was just sitting here talking the whole time. I ain't gonna say it over again. Y'all just watch it.
Personally with you, real talk, whenever I get done with Love and Marriage Huntsville, where my energy goes because of that, I break away, and I do it every time. I break away from everything, and I have to have my own time.
Okay. So listen. I don't know what the truth is. I don't know if the truth is that Destiny was a liar. Well, we know that ain't true because we just watched the sequence of events. She said, I be calling Melody. We haven't talked since we rapped. He said, what do you mean? She goes, well, I call her and I text her. And then Carlos says, and then what will happen when you do that? And Destiny said, well, sometimes I'll get a text message back and sometimes I don't. But we were talking every day. And then we just don't. And Melody said, that's accurate. Until it was inaccurate. After she had some time to think about it and come up with some sort of new narrative, then it was inaccurate. That's why I be telling y'all, it don't even matter what the truth is. It just matters what people believe. And then she went on to say, I'm going to be absolutely honest, just for months later to say, yeah, all that was a lie because I didn't want to embarrass you. This is called gaslighting. Say it with me. Gaslighting.
Personally, with you, real talk, whenever I get done with Love and Marriage Huntsville, where my energy goes because of that, I break away, and I do it every time. I break away from everything, and I have to have my own time. Tisha, yes, that's what I said. I break away from everything, and I have to have my own time.
I think it's an excuse, but I mean, since you brought me into it, because
why do you think
I think it's an excuse?
What excuse for what? She hasn't done anything to me.
Oh, I don't know. You know what? Yeah, let me stay out of that because I don't
No,
really know
I want to
what's
hear
going on
from you
between
because
them-
this is
them
the open
two.
forum. Why do you think what she just said is an excuse?
That's the same thing happened between Mel and I. I think when Mel needs you, you're there for her, but then when she get it together, then she's too busy.
Well, and there you have it. Yep, Honey Blue. Yeah, Tisha had to get in there. Tisha had to get in there. And Tisha literally said, let me stay out of this. But because she made a face, the queen of face making, Melody always making some kind of face. Tisha just looked like shit. I don't know. Oh, you making a face, Latisha? You making a face? She's like, well, since you asked, this is the same thing you did to me. Now, I thought I cut this out because I didn't want to get into the Tisha of it all. But, you know, I guess I'll keep it in there. Yeah, I didn't want to do the Tisha and the Melody back and forth. So let me find out where my other video clip is, because this is not the one that I wanted to show. But yeah, it's a lot. It is on the members only. Give me 1 second, y'all, because this was supposed to be cut down more. Okay, I want to show y'all this.
Thank you so much for taking time out to bring me champagne to be a sponsor.
I told you I would sponsor this one, but you didn't send me what you sent Stormy. I said, hey, Stormy, you want a Destiny's event? She said, yeah, I want. She said, I'm sponsoring. I said, you sponsoring? No. Okay, I told her I wanted to sponsor, but okay.
I dropped the ball. That's on me. But you know, I didn't know if you were going to show up like you did in the last one. So
Don't matter. One thing about friends, even when you drop the ball, somebody better be there to pick up the ball and catch you. So let me just tell you, I still am a gold sponsor.
You don't give me no check.
Oh, I'm still a
you
gold
listen.
That's what friends do. I got you. But don't do that no more, though. You send anybody else
I was going to have to just bring a stack and
anybody else
slide it in your purse because you get your money.
You send.
Again, another example of them supporting each other. So Destiny had another event. Stormy sponsored it. Melody said she didn't get the package. Destiny was like, oh, snap, I forgot. And Melody was like, I'm not going to be upstage. Here's my check. Put me down as a gold sponsor and don't let it happen again. Right? Like that. So this whole thing of like she has shown that she can be a girl's girl. Right? So yeah, y'all. This is just part one. I have more. There was other pieces of this. Let me just look over here at my actual video. Then I'm gonna look at y'all your comments. Give me 1 quick second, because I want to make sure that that's all I wanted to show for this one, because it's just it's a lot of the stuff. Like then you get into the social media back and forth. I have that, and I don't know why. I must have uploaded the wrong video. Hold on 1 second, because I have some of that back and forth that they were doing online about the money and who gave what amount and all of that. Oh yeah, I must have gave y'all the wrong version. Hold on one second. Oh no, I didn't. I just didn't chop this down. Okay. So, yeah, y'all. So let me see. This is just part 1. It was too much to chop and screw because then you get into the social media of it. And it goes on. So that was just season, I think that was 3. That was Destiny's first reunion. So it was season 3. That's also when I think Melody started the whole thing about she heard Destiny and Tisha talking through the wall. So then when they came back for what I think was season 5, because I think they skipped 4, then that's when the back and forth started with Melody, even though Destiny really didn't engage. Like y'all saw her there at the table where she just kind of like looked like, girl, I'm exhausted and I'm confused. Like, why are you doing this? And that was Destiny's stance really the whole time, was just being really confused and hurt. Like, I don't know where this is coming from or what this is about. And then, you friends with my ops, so therefore I'm mad at you. And then y'all know it goes through to the Galentines and on and on and on and on. And then we never really truly find out what the problem is, only for us to get all the way to current season and for her to say, well, the problem was the taco party. The problem was you took a picture with Ariane. The problem, like all these things. It's like, girl, what? The taco party wasn't even about you. I got the clips of that too, y'all. We're going to get into that on part 2. But I have one clear example of gaslighting. Destiny didn't really do no clapbacks to Melody. There were no real clapbacks. She never really clapped back at her. That didn't happen until present day. Okay, now they did some back and forth on the internet between season 5 and season 7. When Melody was like, I was paying your bills, and Destiny was like, I helped you run a car, you had a bankruptcy. And they did that on social media. And then some of it came onto the reunion. But to be honest, y'all, there ain't really nothing for real going on between them. Like, worse things have happened. Like, I would say that Stormy calling Marceau the B word and coming at Tisha as hard as she did was more serious than this kind of petty little girl stuff between Destiny and Melody. I think that it kind of all grew legs because of that following. The following kept up the bullshit and Melody didn't make them stop. And I think that the following just had a mind of its own and it manipulated the situation. It amplified whenever Destiny said anything. It amplified whenever Melody would say anything. It would twist their words. And y'all know Melody is real, swayed by the following. It's just a perfect storm of fame and narratives. Ain't nothing really truly happened with them. I'm just gonna be real. Now, once Destiny took that picture at the birthday party, they had already stopped being friends by then. So let me see what y'all saying. Boo, 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 boo. Yeah, I was on mute, child, and I was saying a whole lot. I need to keep looking at the screen because I was looking off and just talking. Tisha hit her with that bitch please face. She did. And I mean, that I guess I can show y'all that scene. I try to edit the video to some extent because I don't want to get, I won't have no problems with me. But y'all know where to find it. Y'all know where to find it. Going over there to OWN. That's where I saw that. She talking like that show was 10 years old. That's what she does after they rap. I know the show ain't even, but you still gotta own that though. Like if I have a best friend and then I'm gonna just go ghost, unless that's your MO, like you kind of owe people an explanation. But like Tisha said, she did that to me. She did. She did it to her. She did it to Kimmy. She did it to Destiny. She did it to Stormy. That is her MO. I don't know why she won't just own that. Like on one hand, she'll own it, but then on the other hand, she'll flip the narrative and make it their fault. Like, which one is true? Is it that you need a break or is it that you got a problem with me? Like, you kind of slip in between the two and I don't know what to believe. That's called gaslighting. Possibly. Is that, I see y'all saying that it's gaslighting at its finest. Absolutely. Yeah, Tisha popped up real hard in that reunion. Tisha like, well, since you asking me, let's go. She's like, well, Tisha, why you got all of this? You giving all of this attitude? Tisha was like, look, I don't listen, girl, I don't know. Leave me alone. Oh, she had to bring Tisha into. I'm telling you, the two of them are oil and water. Tisha and Martha are the only, and that's probably why she can't stand them. Tisha and Martha are the only ones that are drag Melody's ass. They're the only ones. And people really be sleeping on Latisha. I don't know how, because it's all throughout the doggone series. Tisha is just a pushover. Like, where, bitch? Where? Wait, didn't she say Destiny went on a press tour talking about her? Well, it had came out that Melody said that she loaned her money because her utilities was getting cut off. Like, right? Like, y'all, when it comes to Destiny and Melody, there ain't, it's a nothing burger. It ain't shit really there. That's now it is, because it's just all kind of come to a head. And Destiny sure is looking at how, just like the rest of them are, like, you let your mob use and abuse me, right? Like, to no end. And then you drop little nuggets for them to attack. You lie. Like, now it's nasty. Now it's real things. But when I'm talking about going back, it wasn't nothing back then that warrants the space that we're in now. It was all outside players. And it was Melody playing to her base. And Destiny being Destiny, because Destiny was the only person who would, kind of disagree with. Tisha didn't have, just had all smoke for Melody. Like Tisha said, their relationship was done by the time filming started. So Tisha's like, fuck this bitch. That's kind of Tisha's vibe, even though it don't always seem that way. In her heart, it's F Melody all day long. That's Tisha. But like she said, I'm able to be around folks I don't like. Okay. Destiny, if she got a problem, she gonna say it. She gonna, she's just a regular, she's that girl. She's the girl's girl. She's gonna have something to say if she got something to say. So it ain't really nothing deep. Like, Destiny ain't never said nothing to or about Melody that's just egregious. That it just hasn't. I mean, and I can be wrong. I could be wrong. Nothing that wasn't in response to, or at least on the same level. Let's just say this. They both talk shit to each other. It ain't even like no real deep shit. If it wasn't for a cult, nobody would even care that they had this little back and forth. I've seen worse back and forths in reality TV, and the people are cool to this day. Atlanta Housewives, full of it, full of those types of examples, and at some point, then people come back together. Didn't Nene try to pull Kim's wig off, and then they came back together as friends? So I'm saying it's just something with this show and the immature fan base that kind of keeps this shit going. But the key lever in this whole thing is that Melody goes for it. She allows them to sway her and pump her head up. Thank you, Lady B. That's why I like Tisha too. People sleep on Tisha. I don't know why. Maybe they're like light-skinned girls. That's what they say, that this show is just a colorism thing. That narrative of taking a break grew legs as the seasons went on because it began to work for her, and it's easy for the Eminem to run with it. Yeah, but she don't stick to that. We need to see that. The part with Tisha, is that what you're talking about, Meek Meek? Yeah. Oh, she was. Listen, that reunion, this is a different girl. Let me get to it. You see that Melody? That's the Melody we like. This one? Let's get back to that reunion. This one, that's when it shifted. She was so mean and so nasty and so rude during this reunion. So nasty and so rude. So yeah, y'all. That's part one. There's more, but I'm just gonna tell y'all, it ain't as hard hitting as the Tisha and Melody one, because this is just real like light work. It ain't really shit to their beef. If there were no millimeters, Destiny and Melody wouldn't have no beef. No, you right, Pros. When she had that gold dress on when she was pregnant, but she was more like ditzy, shady. This one is a different energy altogether. That was a shady male. This is the dark soul male. This on the screen is when the dark soul male came out. This is not the same male from when she was pregnant with the gold dress on the first reunion. It's not the same one. Something transitioned with her at some point. And this is not the same girl. It's not the same girl. I'm sorry, y'all. It's just not. Y'all can go back and look at it for yourself. But it's not the same girl. And it's really scary and creepy to watch. Something definitely changed. Something definitely shifted. And y'all can't tell me it's just that people were doing her so dirty. Because on that reunion, she didn't say nobody was doing her so dirty. She had an issue with Martell and she was really going through it with him. Right. And her mama was like, you gonna have to go for full custody. Like they had a whole lot of shit going on with Martell. And she was going through a divorce and all that stuff, but it's still just a different person. Right. But they got through it. Y'all want me to keep the Tisha part? Yeah, but she did that to shame her and to embarrass her. So then when Destiny says, well, I was renting cars for her because she had a bankruptcy and couldn't rent a car. And she wasn't returning cars on time. So they had cut her off down there at the Enterprise. That's called a response. I don't even really see nothing wrong with that. I really don't. What you talking about making your head ache? They on edge about what? I wasn't going to be bullied today. Okay, listen. I'm going to go ahead and show y'all the Tisha thing. If I get copywritten, it's y'all fault. I'm going to be absolutely honest. Okay, girl.
Because for me, there's nothing personally with you. Real talk. Whenever I get done with Love and Marriage Huntsville, where my energy goes because of that, I break away and I do it every time. I break away from everything and I have to have my own time. Tisha, yes, that's what I said. I break away from everything and I have to have my own time.
I think it's an excuse, but I mean, since you brought me into it,
why do you
think it's an excuse?
What excuse for what? She hasn't done anything to me.
Oh, I don't know. You know what? Yeah, let me stay out of that because I don't
I
know
want to
what's
hear
going on
from you
between
because this is the open forum. Why do you think what she just said is an excuse?
That's the same thing happened between Mel and I think when Mel needs you, you're there for her. But then when she get it together, then she's too busy.
Would you say that's true, Destiny?
I don't know because I don't know. I just don't know where we are.
How does it feel for you to hear Tisha say that about you? That character?
I feel like, what the hell? What do you mean when I get it together? Since I've known you, I've always had it together. And let's be clear, the moment when I did stop talking to you, when I was going through the stuff with Martell, which I've shared with you, I pulled back because I was going through stuff with my husband. That's not me having it together.
I was talking to you when you was going through stuff.
But when I stopped at first, but then remember, I stopped talking to you. And we've already had many conversations where I shared that the reason I pulled back is because I had to focus on what I had going on.
That sounds good.
But Tisha and I have had that conversation.
Tisha be getting under Melody's skin, baby. Oh, listen. It's so much more fun, honestly, to talk about Tisha and Mel because they really be digging in each other's ass. Like, that shit's entertaining. It's entertaining completely. And they will not let off of each other's wigs. Tisha got her handful of Melody's wig and Melody got her handful of Tisha's wig. And they have been holding each other's, y'all know when y'all used to fight back in middle school and both folks holding each other's hair and it's like, let me go. It's like, no, let me go. Let me go. No, you let me go. That's Destiny. I'm sorry. That's Melody and Tisha. That's Melody and Tisha all day, every day. And it's so much content there. It's so much content. And the way she be pissing Melody off, I can do a Gaslights and Clapbacks part 3, 4, and 5 for Tisha and Mel. It's so much content between the two of them. It's so much content between the two of them. And y'all keep in mind, this is just the second reunion. So while they talking about Tisha was a pushover, y'all, this is reunion number 2. And they was getting into it in the first one. Hilarious.
That was why I pulled back, because I had my own marital stuff. That's not things going well. So don't put me out like I'm a user. Like when I need you, I'm gonna be talking to you.
I don't think you know.
So let's
be
be clear.
real
Whenever
friend, man,
you don't
honestly.
have, and I don't think you do either.
Oh, I
Tisha.
definitely know how
But
to be
see,
a
here's
great
because this
friend.
is why. While you were over there making your little face, and you finally
I
told the
wasn't
truth about
making a
how you
face, but since you
felt.
want to comfort me, let's go. Because I wasn't making a face.
You did see
I
all
was
of that.
telling it.
There's no reason we should even be having
Because you said you were
communication.
making a face and I wasn't.
Okay, Tisha.
And we don't have an issue. I'm just speaking my truth.
Do we not have an issue because you just turned up real quick?
I did not.
You kind of did.
Okay,
though.
well, you felt some type of way about that because I swear I wasn't turning up with what you
But
said.
once
I don't know
but
anything about.
Do you think Destiny's a good friend?
Yeah, she is.
Do you
That's
feel
why
like
we've been
she's been a good
friends.
friend lately to you?
Lately, she and I haven't talked.
Oh, lately we haven't talked. Y'all, I can't deal with
Not
these
much anyway, since we wrapped.
So let me ask you this. When it comes to the two of you, are y'all in a good place now?
I don't know, Melody, are we? I'm good. Like, I have friends that we don't talk. And
Yeah, but abruptly, like you graduated into not talking to people for a while. But if you go from talking to people every day or every other day and then they just don't.
I'm sorry that you hurt.
Well, there you have it. So that's how all that happened. I love being able to remind y'all of things. You know, hopefully that's the value that I bring into the space. You know, just put it all together. And yeah, so since y'all here and it's 102 people in the thing, I'm going to do y'all a solid and I'm going to give y'all the real trailer of part 2 of the documentary. What do you think? What do you think? Should I do it? Because I told y'all that part 2 that I shared with y'all wasn't the real one because I had to start over. What do you think? Should we do it? Should we do it? Yes? Okay, hopefully this is the right one. Hold on one second. Should we do it? Hold on, y'all. Let me make sure I got the right one so I don't mess up like I just did with this one because I be saving and resaving things. Here we go. Hold up. Y'all talk amongst yourselves, and I'm going to give you a treat before I let y'all go. Boop, 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 boop. Hold on. Okay. Now, this is rough. I shouldn't even do this. I shouldn't even do it. Should I do it or should I make it members only? Y'all get mad at me if it's just a members only. What the likes look like? It's 108 people watching. Butterfly, you let me know, what are the likes like? Because I can't see them. I can never see it. Now it's 107. What do the likes look like? When we have an acceptable number of likes, then I'll show it. How are the lights looking, Butterfly? Is it good? Lady Rose said, do it. All right, so it's loading. While that's loading, yeah, y'all, so it's definitely gaslighting. 101. 97 likes. That ain't bad. Thank you, Ginger. It's telling me to close some other apps if I wanted to go fast. Let me close this. What else can I close? %86%. Butterfly says she want 105 watching, 97 likes. That just means 8 haters. Oh man, that's so sad. That's so sad. Yeah, I think that's good. Love is dope. We do 3 more, we got a deal. And for y'all who watching, just to run back and go and say, I saw something over in Scotty's thing today where he had a comment in there, and this person was like, "How are the Mela? Have y'all seen them other channels?" And they said Anthony, Marcella, Butterfly. How are they any different? Girl, if you gotta ask that question. And here's my favorite thing. Now that the millimeters have been called to the carpet, right? To see them show themselves as unhinged in the comments in the response to being called to the carpet, like you cannot make this stuff up. Where's the love? Okay, it's 101. All right, okay. It's here we go. All right. All right. All right. Here it come, y'all. Just because y'all came, I appreciate y'all being here with me today. Okay, here we go. In our last episode, we explored how online platforms like YouTube and Facebook are used to shape narratives. Content creators on these platforms often take on the role of reinforcing the stories shared by public figures, amplifying one version of events while silencing dissenting voices. But what makes these narratives so effective in keeping audiences loyal? The answer lies in powerful psychological tactics that take hold when fans are exposed to repeated messages, shaping not only what they believe, but also how they react to anyone who challenges those beliefs. So that's a teaser. But y'all in here talking about something that ain't got nothing to do with what I'm showing. I don't know what this person is talking about. Okay, so that is a little bit of a teaser. Thank you for the graphics. Yeah. So y'all will see it put together in a few days. It's a whole rabbit hole at this point because I have so many things that I want to include. Saber says fandom happened with many actors. One woman, I think her name Schaefer, actress, was stalked to her death. A fan shot her. Y'all say John Lena, R.I.P. Selena. It goes left. It goes left. It's definitely a teaser. But just showing toxic fandom is what part 2 is going to be about. And then we'll round it out with the specific things that have happened to the cast. But we got to kind of unpack, how is it even how are people able to get kind of hypnotized like this? Right? Like it's some hypnotism going on. Okay. And with that, I'm going to bed, y'all. It's 10 o'clock. I need an Emmy. Oh my gosh. First of all, I'd like to thank me. No. All right, y'all. That's all I got. I wish that I could really listen back to just the clapbacks and gaslight. There's there's some gaslighting with Destiny and Melody. But honestly, y'all, that shit was really made big by the fans. They don't really got nothing going on for real. Now they do, because of all the things, right? Still ain't really. If they had a mediator, the two of them to be fine, but I think they still wouldn't be, because I think Destiny has learned a lot about Melody's character, and I just think she don't like her no more. And for whatever reason, y'all know Melody got her reasons for folks she rock with and folks she don't. So that's gonna always be her. And all of that really just drills down into blind loyalty or not. If you don't have blind loyalty, F you. That's Melody's thing. I think Destiny is just like, oh, you are somebody that I didn't know that you were, and you ain't my kind of girl. So that's why they got beef now. But it ain't really, if you were to really kind of look underneath it all, it's nothing there. It's just a lot of innuendo, a lot of smoke screens, and a lot of outside people gassing them up on some bullshit. It's about them YouTube videos with all those narratives, getting them to respond to narratives, and them going on live and getting interviewed, and people asking them questions, and they answer them or half answer them, and it just fuels bullshit. And that's really what happened between them. So to be honest with y'all, it ain't really super interesting, because nothing really happened. Now that Tisha and Mel shit is interesting, because there's a whole lot that happened between them. A whole lot. With Destiny and Mel, not really so much. Not really. I mean, and it's still sad, because as I showed y'all, they were actually friends who supported each other, and I ain't seen Melody support nobody like that. And with that, I will holler at y'all later. Peace out.